This is the Thermaltake View 170 TG ARGB Snow, a clean, white micro ATX case with tempered glass and built-in ARGB fans. But is it just looks? Or is it actually worth buying this case for around $70? Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over 3 things that I really liked about this case and 3 things that I absolutely hated. And that way you'll know if this case is right for you. The very first thing I love about this case is the price. So when I purchased this case, I got it for $72.84, but I see it fluctuate. Sometimes I see it as low as $68, and as of the recording of this video, Amazon has it for $79.99, so it is more expensive at the moment. The second thing I love about this case is its looks. I believe the size of this case makes it look a lot cleaner, and in white, it just looks super crisp, and I really dig the fish tank look. The third thing I really like about the View 170 is that it comes with 3 pre-installed ARGB fans. These are the Thermalright TL-C12CW-S RGB fans, which I actually did an unboxing video not long ago. I'll link that up in the corner if you want to check it out. Now, it would have been nice if the 2 front intake fans were reverse blade models, so you didn't have to see the backside of the fans. But honestly, I'm just glad Thermalright included 3 120mm ARGB fans in the case at this price point. That's rare, and it adds a lot of value. Now moving on to the 3 things that I disliked about this case. The dust filter. Now I really appreciate that Thermalright includes this removable magnetic dust filter. However, looking at it closely, I don't know how well you can tell in this footage, but the white color is tad different than the case, so it does not really match the white. Now that's just a small detail, but still, it's something I just didn't like and something that I think is worth noting and something that you might have a problem too if you have OCD like me. The second thing I'm not a fan of is the back panel. This is the first time that I work with a panel that you have to clip on instead of screwing on with the thumb screws, and I'm really not liking this style. I feel that the thumb screws on the back would have been a lot better. I don't know why they decided to go with a clip-on. I just find it very difficult to put on and take off, especially taking it off. I feel that you have to put on a lot of strength on it for it to come off. And I'm just afraid that over time it's just gonna bend the panel. Only time will tell how the panel holds up against all of this pulling and pushing. Now the third and final thing I disliked about this case is the PCIe back cover. By now I have worked with several cases in my lifetime, and this has to be the worst PCIe back cover that I've ever seen. It has a thumb screw that you use to open it and close it. However, this thumb screw was super tight, first of all, and second of all, the back cover has these little slots that I'm guessing is designed for you to put the screw through them, but the screws that come in the case barely fit through that slot. So it makes it extremely difficult to put on these screws, even when you open it or close it, so it's very hard to find the right position to do. The way I did it was to have it open, position the screws, and then put in the screwdriver through the tiny holes in the back cover. But even that was very difficult to get on, so I definitely hate this design. I don't know why they went with this. I think something that would have opened all the way or something that you can remove altogether would have been a lot better. But yeah, that's the last thing I really hate about this case. So are you thinking of buying this case? If so, let me know why in the comments down below. Or maybe you already own the case and you have some things that you do like and dislike that are not included in this video. I'll also be interested in hearing that from you. Like the video if you found it helpful, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and don't forget to clean 8-bit.